Hello everyone, welcome to reading. My name is Hina, and as soon as everybody clicks on the green join class button on top, we can start our class today. Abdullah, nice to see you again. Have you been practicing your English for the last 3 hours? Abdullah, can you hear me? Okay, and we have Andre. Hello, Andre. I know you were unable to join class yesterday because of some technical issues, but welcome today. Can everybody hear me? Say yes.
Yes.
No? Yes? Okay, awesome. Sebastian, hello.
Hi, Hina.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?
I'm awesome too. Don't expect me to sing today. That was a one-time thing.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
This is reading. Don't get me to read lyrics or anything, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And okay, so I think our class is pretty much full now. So was everybody able to open the Google document that I posted with the class description? Yes? No? Everybody was able to open it? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I am just going to post it again in the chat box. My chat box is not updating for some reason. I can't seem to get everybody's messages. So if we could all use the Google chat, that would be great, because I can't seem to update any of the, I can't seem to get any of the messages if you post them on the Verbling chat, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thanks everyone. So if you could just switch to to the Google chat box, that would be great. Or when we're reading the document, you can just type in the chat box of the Google document. That would be great too. Okay, so today's class is a reading class. We will be reading 2 different articles about how libraries in the future will be bookless libraries, so they won't have any books. So it should be interesting to read what kind of libraries there will exist. Everybody will have enough opportunity to read and talk, and then we'll discuss the article afterwards. So before we begin, I just want to quickly go around, have a round of introductions. So say your name, say where you're from, and then tell me one book or novel or magazine or any piece of literature that you have read that you have liked. Okay, so I'll start. My name is Hina, and I am from Canada. Right now, I am in San Francisco in California. And one of my favorite books is by an author named Charlotte Bronte. She wrote a book called Jane Eyre, and she's from the 17th century. So it's part of Victorian literature. Okay? All right. So let's start with Vivian.
Oh, okay. So I'm Vivian from Rio de Janeiro, and one of my favorite books is Tess of D'Urbervilles.
Tess of D'Urbervilles?
Yes.
Okay. Who's it by?
I just happened to forget the name of the author now.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. Thanks, Vivian.
Sorry.
Next we have, that's okay, don't worry about it. Next we have Sebastian.
Yes. My name is Sebastian from Santiago, Chile. And I don't read a lot actually, but I like to read movie script. That is actually something that I like.
Okay, as long as you read something. It can even be the newspaper. Okay, thank you, Sebastian. Next we have Leonardo.
Hello, I am Leonardo from Argentina. I haven't got a favorite book because I don't like read really.
Okay.
But I like to read a newspaper, internet as well.
Oh, Okay, perfect. Thank you, Leonardo. We actually have two Leonardos in class today. So you were Leonardo Rivera,
Yes.
and we have Leonardo Santa as well. Can you hear me, Leonardo Santa?
Yes. Ah.
Yes,
Yes? Okay. Go ahead, introduce yourself, please.
and my name is Leonardo. My favorite book is I don't know how say it in English, El Quijote de la Mancha.
El Quijote de la Mancha. Okay, who's it by?
Yes, is was written by Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Next, we have Keen.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Keen.
Hi, I am Keen. I am from Egypt. I like very much Shakespeare's work, like Macbeth, Hamlet,
Oh, okay, perfect.
King Lear, and so on.
That's awesome. We have a teacher, David. He does a lot of classes on literature from that time period. So I don't know if
Yeah,
you've ever attended one of his classes. They must be fun.
thanks.
Okay, next we have Juan. Juan, can you hear me? Juan Manuel?
Yes.
Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
sorry. What was the question? I lost connection.
So just introduce yourself, your name, where you're from, and anything that you like to read or that you've read that you really liked in the past.
My name is Juan Manuel. I am from Mexico. Currently, I am reading Game of Thrones, the first book.
And you're liking it?
I am in the third page.
Okay, so you don't know yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Juan.
Yeah.
Next we have Andre. Andre, can you hear me? You might be muted, Andre, because we cannot hear you. So as soon as I'll come back to you, okay, Andre? I hope you can work out your technical issues, all right? Next we have Amin.
Yes, my name is Amin. I'm a Nigerian, but I live in Saudi Arabia. Actually, I don't like reading so much, but I read some newspaper.
Okay, all right, thank you. And Abdullah.
Yes, I'm Abdullah from Egypt. Yeah, I like reading. There's a book I love it so much. It's called Interview with Unbeliever and My Unbeliever Friend for Arabic writers. So I love it. It's maybe scientific, religious book, and more, yeah, than it.
Okay, My Unbeliever Friend.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Abdullah. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
And thanks for that. Last we have Norbert.
Hello, I am from Hungary, and my favorite book is The Dream by Gurbak Shah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. All right, so let's begin. Everybody has the access to the Google document. It's actually two different articles that we will be reading, and everybody will get an opportunity to read at least twice, I hope. So we're going to read a paragraph, and then I've underlined some terms and words in the paragraph that we will be discussing. So it's how we use these words in English and how we can form sentences around them. If there's anything that if there's a word or if there's a sentence or a phrase that is unclear for anybody, if you don't know what it means, please do stop me and I will go over it. Okay? I'll do my best to explain it. Okay? And we just have had Hyujin join us. Hyujin, we're just about to begin. Hi, just introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and what your favorite book is.
Hello, my name is Xuyen. My name is I'm from Vietnam, and one of my favorite book is Lightest.
is sliders?
Slight edge.
Oh, okay, slight edge. All right. Thank you, Hujan. Okay, so let's get to our document. And if anybody has anything to say, please type it in the chat box of the Google document because I will be sharing my screen. All right. So let me do that now. Okay. Can everybody see my screen as the Google document?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, awesome. Let me try and make this a little bigger. It won't work. Okay, so if anybody wants to say anything, please say so in this window here. Otherwise, I won't be able to see. Okay, let's begin. So our first article is called "The First Bookless Public Library, Texas to Have Bibliothèque." So it's a library without books. So let's read what that's going to be like. Vivian, can I get you to read this first line and the first paragraph here, please?
Okay. A bookless library. It sounds like an oxymoron, but come the fall of 2013, San Antonio's Bexar County is going to be home to the Bibliothèque, the country's first bookless public library. Of course, there will be books, just e-books, not physical books.
Perfect. Thank you, Vivian. Okay, so bookless library sounds like an oxymoron. Who knows what an oxymoron is?
Figure of
It's a word.
Sorry, Hujan?
I think it's a word which contains two parts, and the two parts are opposite towards each other.
Exactly, yes. An oxymoron is it describes a phrase or words that are contradictory, so they contradict each other. So in a bookless library, the contradiction is bookless and library because libraries are known to have books, right? So if you're saying a library is bookless, that's an oxymoron because these two words go against each other. Okay? Is that clear what an oxymoron is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. San Antonio's Bexar County is going to be home. So this is a way of saying that the library is going to be in Bexar County. So going to be home is where something is going to exist. So it's going to be the home of that library. So it's just a way of saying something is going to happen in a specific city. Okay? And ebooks. Yeah, go ahead.
Is it similar to take place at?
To take place is more like something is going to happen, an event is going to take place in the park. This is going to be home, meaning it is going to be a physical location for something. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. They're very, very similar, but one is the verb and this is the noun. Okay? All right. So in Bexar County in San Antonio, Texas, San Antonio is a pretty big city in Texas, there's going to be the bibliothèque, and there's going to be just ebooks. Does anybody know what an ebook is?
Yes.
Yeah? Norbert, do you want to maybe explain really quickly what an ebook is?
Ebook is like this document, so you can read on your computer or on your telephone, on your iPad.
Yeah.
A digital book.
Exactly.
Yes,
It's a
digital
digital
book.
book. Yeah, that's perfect. And one of the most popular ebook readers nowadays is the Kindle.
Kindle. Yes.
Yeah, and there's iPad as well, and there's Kobo. There's quite a few. Okay. Thank you, Vivian. Next we have Sebastian. Can I get you to read the second paragraph?
Yes. The 4,1980. Oh my God, numbers are so.
Okay, so, go ahead. Go ahead. Try again.
4,989 square
Yes.
foot space will look like a modern library. Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolff, who has inspired to pursue the project after reading Walter Isaacson's Steve Jobs biography, told ABC News, instead of aisles and aisles of books, there would be aisles and aisles of computer and gadgets.
Perfect, thank you. So it's going to be almost 5,000 square feet, which is a pretty big space if you don't have any books. Like that's a big space for no books, right? And so the judge, Nelson Wolff, was inspired to pursue. So everybody knows what inspired means?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah?
No.
Yeah.
No?
Like motivated by.
Exactly. So he was inspired to pursue, so he was motivated to go after. Okay? So he was motivated to make this project. Okay? After reading Walter Isaacson's Steve Jobs biography. So he read the biography of Steve Jobs, and then he decided to make this library. Just quickly, who knows who Steve Jobs is?
Everyone.
I don't know.
No?
No idea.
No idea? Okay. The fact that you all are saying you don't know means that you all know who he is. And for those of you who don't, he died a couple of years ago, and he was the CEO of Apple. And he's the genius behind the iPod and the iPad and the iPhone, okay? And what's a biography?
A
It's
story of his life.
yes.
Exactly. A story of somebody's life is a biography. What's an autobiography? So if it was autobiography.
Is when Steve Jobs writes about himself.
Perfect. Yeah. So an autobiography is a biography that you write about yourself, and a biography can be written by anyone on somebody's life. Perfect. Thank you. Instead of aisles and aisles, what's an aisle?
It's like a hall or space
Yeah.
into seats.
An aisle, exactly. An aisle is like if you have a giant bookshelf and you have another bookshelf right next to it. So the space between the two bookshelves is called an aisle. Or for example, a corridor. There's a lot of noise coming from somebody's window, and I think that's you, Leonardo. I've muted you, Leonardo, because there's a lot of static coming from your window, from your mic. So please, if you can move to a little not noisy area, that would be great. Okay? Aisles and gadgets. What's a gadget?
A small device.
Yeah? A gadget is a small electronic device. So like a mouse, or like a speaker, or a cell phone, or a Bluetooth. Gadgets are just small electronic devices. Okay. So this library is going to have aisles and aisles of computers and gadgets, not books. Okay, next, can I get Keen? Is Keen there? I can't see.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? Keen, can I get you to read the third paragraph, please?
At the start, it will have 100 e-readers available for circulation and to take out, and then 50 e-readers for children, 50 computers taken, 25 laptops, and 25 tablets on site. You all know the world is changing. I am an avid book reader.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Keen. Okay, so at the start, it will have 100 e-readers available for circulation. Who knows what's available for circulation? What does that mean? It means available for circulation. Circulation means it will be available to take out. Okay? So when something is in circulation, it means that it is available to be borrowed. Okay? So they will have 100 e-readers which you could go borrow from the library and then bring out. Okay? When something is not in circulation, it means it's not available. Okay? Is that clear?
Yes, thank you.
Perfect. You're welcome. And to take out, and then 50 e-readers for children, 50 computers, 25 laptops, and 25 tablets on site. A tablet is, again, it's an iPad or a Kindle, anything that's flat and you can read it. We all know the world is changing. I am an avid book reader. What's avid?
It's an adjective.
And you want too much?
Yeah, when you want too much, it means enthusiastic. So somebody who wants a lot and who's enthusiastic. Somebody who's an avid book reader is really enthusiastic about reading and reads a lot of books. Okay? Do we have avid book readers here? Who's an avid book reader?
I am, but I don't like ebooks. I prefer the physical book.
Okay, all right. So I'll have questions for you after we read this. So I know what you think about the idea of all ebooks and no hardcover books. Okay, thanks,
Okay.
Vivian. Next, can I get Juan?
Yeah.
Can I get you? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Library guards will be able to take out books on any of the
Whoa,
live.
wait, Juan. You have to start from the top of page 2. So from
Ah,
here.
okay. So, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Then is I am lost.
Oh, just the top of page 2. So just I read hardcover books.
Sorry.
That's
I
okay.
read hardcover books. I have a collection of 1,000 first editions. Books
Mm-hmm.
are important to me. Wall told ABC News. But the
Mm-hmm.
world is changing, and this is the best, most effective way to bring service to our community.
Perfect. Thank you. What are first editions? Who can tell me what a first edition is?
It's the
There's
like
some
the
kind.
first book that is launched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, that's perfectly right, Vivian. So it's the very first edition or the very first version of a book that's ever written and launched is a first edition. And over time, first editions are worth a lot of money. So like people who collect books, book collectors can pay up to thousands of dollars for a first edition book. Okay? For example, Harry Potter, those first edition books are worth thousands of dollars now because they become collector's items. Okay? So if someone has a collection of 1,000 first editions, he is actually a pretty avid reader. Okay? Okay. Next, can I get Amin? Is Amin there or has he left us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Amin, can I get you to read the next paragraph, please?
Okay. Library goals will be able to talk out books
Take out books. Take out.
take out books
Mhm.
on any of the devices in the library. Take out on the
Take
50
out one. Take out one.
take out one of the 50 e-readers for a period
A
of
period.
time,
A
a
period of
period,
time.
a period of time, or bring their own e-readers to the library, or bring or and load books onto their own devices. The
Devices,
library
yeah.
will
Mhm.
devise it. The library will also be partnering with
Partnering. Partnering.
partner partnering
Yeah.
with ebooks providers or distributors
Distributors.
distributors to provide access to
Access.
access to over
Mhm.
one to over 10,000 titles.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Amin. Okay,
Welcome.
I don't know where the noise is coming from, but please, I don't want to have to block anyone again. So everybody keep your mics muted. So when somebody's reading, there's no noise coming. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. Thanks, Amin. Okay, so library goers will be able to take out books on any of the devices. Again, a device is any technological piece of equipment. So it can be an ebook reader, an iPad, a tablet, any one of
Gadgets.
the. Sorry?
Gadgets.
Devices.
Equal gadgets.
I'm sorry, what?
Gadgets.
Gadgets, yes, exactly. Devices and gadgets are usually smaller. Devices can be a little bigger. So a laptop is a device, a computer is a device. Gadgets are like little electronic devices, okay? But you can use the words interchangeably. Okay. So you can take it on any of the devices in the library, take out one of the 50 e-readers for a period of time, or bring their own e-readers to the library and load books. The library will also be partnering. So what does it mean to partner with someone?
To cooperate.
Yeah, to work together, to operate, to collaborate. So collaborate. I've written that in the chat box on the right side. Okay, so to work with somebody means to partner with them or collaborate with them. With ebook providers or distributors, what does it mean? What's a distributor?
Kind of suppliers.
Exactly. So supply and demand. So people who supply and hand out are.
Could be vendors as well.
Could be vendors. Yeah, could be vendors as well. You're right. Okay, vendor is like a physical location where you can go and buy something. Distributor doesn't need to have a physical outlet or store. They can exist on the internet as well. Okay, so vendor is usually a physical, like a shop that you go to buy something. Okay.
Logistic.
Sorry.
Logistic area.
Yes. Okay. Welcome, Andre. I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
Okay. All right. Let's go on. Norbert, can I get you to read the next paragraph, please?
Yes. The hope is to add to that collection annually. The county is still figuring out who will provide the equipment and has requests for proposals out for the e-readers and other equipment. Currently, Amazon and Barnes & Noble offer services on their respective e-readers, which work at libraries. You can take out books on the e-reader devices and then check them back into library remotely.
Perfect. Thank you, Norbert. Okay, so the hope is to add that to that collection annually. So the county hopes to add books annually. What does it mean annually?
Year and year.
Yes, every year. So
every year.
Yeah, so once a year is annually. So every year they're going to add more books. The county is still figuring out who will provide the equipment. So they still don't know where they're going to get all the devices and the gadgets and the tablets and the ebook readers from. So some of the services that they want to use are from Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Does anybody know what Amazon and Barnes & Noble are?
Yes, e-commerce site.
Perfect, yeah. Amazon is the world's biggest website for purchasing books. And Barnes & Noble is another big website. It's really, really big here in the United States. And sorry?
The Amazon is our concurrent here in Brazil.
Yeah, Amazon is worldwide. It's huge. Yes. It's everywhere. Barnes & Noble isn't everywhere. It's mostly just in the United States and some parts of Europe, okay? But these are very, very big ebook providers.
Amazon opened an office in Brazil, a physical office in Brazil.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, Amazon is really, really big and they're growing really quickly. So they offer services on their respective e-readers. What does it mean to offer services on your respective e-readers? What does this mean?
All readers.
Yeah, their own readers. So the respective e-readers, so each their own. Amazon and Barnes & Noble have their own e-readers. So respective means somebody's own. Okay? Which work at libraries. You can take out books on the e-reader devices and then check them back into the library remotely. What does it mean, remotely?
From distance.
From your home, for example.
Yeah, exactly. From a distance. You don't need to physically be anywhere. So you can do it online. You can go online to the library website and return your book. Okay?
Okay.
Vivian, do you still like reading books physically, or do you wanna switch to e-readers?
I'm gonna think about it.
You're gonna think about it? Okay, all right. If only I can convert one person. Okay, great. Thank you. Hyujin, can I get you to read the next paragraph, please?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be able to check out a book, read it on site. It will be a learning environment. You'll be able to learn about technology itself, as well as access a tremendous amount of information. Wolf said. There will also be a children's area with interactive tables and interactive walls. Wolf also said the library is exploring adding other media to the library, like movies and music.
Perfect. Thank you, Hyujin. Okay, so you will be able to check out a book, read it on site. So what does on site mean?
Online.
Online.
On site doesn't mean online.
In the library.
In the library, yes. So how remotely means that you can do it from a distance. On site, you can't do it from a distance. You have to be at the location. So you will be able to check out a book, read it on site. So you will be able to read it while at the library as well. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so that's the difference between on-site and remotely. On-site has to be at the physical location. Remotely can be from anywhere. It will be a learning environment. You'll be able to learn about technology itself as well as access a tremendous amount of information. What does tremendous amount mean?
A lot of information.
Yeah, a lot.
Large amount.
Yeah,
Big information.
Yeah, not big, a lot of information. Yeah,
Great.
big means size. Something physically huge is big, but in amount information, there's no physical. It's not a physical thing. So it's a lot of information. It's a huge amount of information. Okay, so tremendous means a lot. Okay. There will also be children's area with interactive tables and interactive walls. What does interactive mean?
You can do many things.
It's dynamic.
Like touch screens.
Yeah, exactly. It's dynamic touch screens. That's exactly perfect. That's good examples. So anything that you can use and interact with is called interactive. So if you can touch the screen, if you can use it for listening, if you can speak to it, that is all called interactive. Okay. So a lot of children's games are usually very interactive. They get children to be really active and involved. Okay. Wolf said the library is also exploring adding other media to the library like movies and music. So it won't just be e-books and e-readers. There will be lots of movies and music as well. Okay? All right. Next we have Abdullah. Is Abdullah still there?
Yes.
Hi, Abdullah. Can I get you to read the second last paragraph, please?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bought it?
That could be.
Yes. That could be a real possibility. This is a new venture. We are starting with the basics, but we will have the
opportunity.
Yeah, opportunity to add onto that. He said in a phone interview.
Perfect. Thank you, Abdullah. Okay, somebody is typing really, really loud. Andre, I'm going to mute you. You're just typing really loud. Okay, so just unmute yourself when you want to talk. All right. Okay, so this could be a real possibility. This is a new venture. What's a venture?
Business.
Investment.
Yeah.
Company.
Business. Sorry.
Kind of danger.
Danger? No, venture is not danger. It means something, a new business that you're pursuing. Something new that you're going to start is called a new venture. Okay.
Could be a new company.
Yeah, exactly. To start a new company is to start a new venture. Okay. It means everything that is associated with doing something new. So all the activities that are involved when you start a company, for example, fall under starting a new venture. Okay. It's like an exciting new project that you're doing. All right. So this is a new venture. So this is a new project that is happening, starting a bibliothèque, and it's a real possibility. And they're going to start with the basics and have everything added onto that. Okay. Who hasn't read yet? Leonardo, right? Leonardo, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Can you please read the last paragraph?
Yes. But. Yes.
Yeah.
But it won't be a completely paper-free library. The only thing I believe we will charge for is if you want to print out something. Wolf says, we will charge for the copies you will want to print out.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Leonardo. Okay, so it won't be completely paperless. You will have to use paper money to print out stuff, and then you can get papers as well. Okay. So what does everybody think about this bibliothèque library?
Good
It's
idea.
amazing.
It's Andre thinks it's amazing.
Yes.
Huge.
Promising library.
It's promising.
But,
Yeah.
but it sometimes can have problems
Helpful.
because
Mm-hmm.
if there's a blackout in the area, the library will not be able to, what can I say, to run properly.
If
If
what's
there's a
not in the
blackout.
Oh, you mean like electricity?
Yes.
Oh, so yeah, that's always a big issue with electronics, right? If your electricity goes out, how are you going to turn your devices on, right? Does anybody have an ebook reader? Yeah,
May I
Vivian,
make
go
a
ahead.
comment?
Go ahead.
I think the problem will be you will limit the number of readers because you can have 1,000 books, but you just have like a few e-readers or devices to read it. So the point of a library is getting more people to read. And if you have to limit this, which is like the main goal for a library, it's not very great.
I totally understand, but aren't you limiting people when you only have like 1 or 2 copies of a book? Isn't that limiting as well? What if more than one person wants to read that same book? How are you going to do that?
Well, you can choose another sample of the same author or something like that. You don't have to wait someone to, I don't know.
You have to,
give the device back.
Yeah, go ahead, Norbert.
But if you have an e-reader, you can borrow some book from the library into your e-reader. So I think this is the future. So I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, it is the future, but I don't think hard books are going to go anywhere soon, at least not in the very near future. But does anybody have an e-book reader?
I just want to buy one.
I have a Kindle.
You have a Kindle? Okay, well, I was just going to say I have a Kindle as well. Look at that. Okay, so Vivian,
You're very good, teacher.
It's really good.
It's my partner.
It's actually really great. So here, Vivian, I was gonna show you. So you
From
have
Amazon.
all books. So these are, so there you go. And then you can just touch the screen and it's the next page, next page. It's actually, it's really nice. And the Kindle, what do you like about it, Andre? Go ahead.
I like to read the Three Musketeers. For me the best book to read.
It's actually really nice, and I prefer the Kindle over, say, iPad because it doesn't have any glare. Like it doesn't reflect. You don't like end up seeing your face in the Kindle because it's like my hair. You know.
You don't need to change.
And for me the best benefit you can provide more education for the people.
Yeah, exactly. And like in the Kindle, like the dictionary is built in. So if you're reading a book, for example, and you don't know what the word is, you need to, go to get a dictionary. In Kindle, the dictionary is built in. So you just click on a word that you don't know, and then you click on dictionary, and then it tells you the meaning of that word. So
I think it will also help students because I was having trouble last year because I was on my backpack. I had to put a lot of books on it, and I have a back pain. And my father was like, they should build a device for you to put your books on the device. And I said, I think they already have that.
Yeah,
so
they
maybe
do.
it will also help the students.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And another point, nowadays it's very expensive to keep a big space to keep a lot of books.
Yeah, it really is. The reason I bought it is because I like reading a lot, but I don't like carrying backpacks. I carry like a handbag, and it's so hard to put like big books in it. So I got a Kindle, and I love it. Yeah.
Kindle is the best.
Thank you. Go ahead, Hewan.
And does the electronic version is much cheaper than the physical one?
In the long run, yes. For example, yeah, exactly. The physical book can be like anywhere from $20 to $30, depending on how new or old the book is. Ebooks are usually around anywhere from $7 to $12. So, the only
Need to wait.
yeah, the only thing exactly, you don't need to wait. You just download it and it's on your Kindle. And
Maybe you can read it in a big scale too.
yeah, exactly. And the only thing that you would need to invest money initially is in the Kindle. So the only big expense you have is you have to buy the Kindle, and then you have it for I guess as long as you want, forever if you want. And you can save the forest. That's actually right. So you're not killing trees.
Here in Brazil, we love Kindle.
Yeah. Leonardo, where do you
Not
buy
very
it?
popular in Brazil, but okay.
I know they recently came out. They're not that popular in a lot of countries, but I think in the future they will be. Leonardo is asking, where do you buy ebooks for your Kindle? A lot of times you can just find free ebooks online. For example, a book or a novel that is more than 80 years old, it's available on the internet. Like, so all books that are from the 1700s, 1800s, 1900s, they're all available online for free. But the new books you can buy from Amazon, Barnes and Noble, so all the big ebook stores, you can get books online. Okay? So I think it's a great idea to buy it. I've had mine for about a year and I really like it. So if anybody is like, I don't read that much because, books are expensive or hard to carry, I would say a Kindle is a pretty good idea. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so now that we are done reading about the good side of having a bibliothèque, let's read the second article. The second article is a little more difficult. It has bigger words, and it talks about the downside of having ebooks, so of having no physical books, of just having ebooks. Okay,
I think I
so
like
this
that.
article is that sounds like Vivian. We'll talk about both sides of the problem, don't worry about it. Okay, so let's go ahead. This is called Libraries Without Books. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, and let's start. Okay, Hyujin, can I get you to read the first paragraph, please?
Yes. Libraries without books.
Mm-hmm.
It was a quiet milestone 2 years ago when the University of Michigan announced its millionth book online, part of a joint effort of 30 university libraries. Any attention this landmark received was overshadowed by concerns of copyright owners and ensuing legal arguments. To date, the consortium of colleges has scanned over 6.5 million volumes.
Perfect. Thank you, Hyujin. Okay, so it was quite a milestone 2 years ago when the University of Michigan announced its millionth book online. So a milestone is a big event. So anything that is noteworthy, an event that is worthy of being in the news, is called a milestone. Part of a joint effort. What does it mean to be a joint effort?
To collaborate.
Perfect. Okay, so to collaborate, exactly. So joint effort is working together. So to collaborate. So 30 different university libraries collaborated when the millionth book online became available. Any attention to this landmark? Landmark is another way of saying milestone, something that is noteworthy. Received was overshadowed by concerns of copyright owners and ensuing legal arguments. What does it mean to be overshadowed by something?
Was covered.
Underestimated.
To what? Sorry?
Covered.
Underestimated.
Underestimated? Yeah, more like overlooked. So when something happens that is bigger than the event you're talking about, then that bigger event has overlooked your small event. So this sentence is saying that even though the millionth book was available online, that was not as big of an event as all the concerns that were raised about copyright issues and the legal arguments about owning books. Okay, is that clear what overshadow means?
Yeah.
So this event, this one, overshadowed this event. All right, basically is what it's saying. By concerns of copyright owners and ensuing legal arguments. Copyright means when you print something or when you write something, there's an owner to that. So copyright means that you have to
royalties.
Yeah, rights, exactly. So you have to give the writer or the person who legally owns that, you have to give them their right for that, okay? And ensuing legal arguments. Ensuing means resulting. So the legal battles that came about that resulted because of this issue, okay? To date, the consortium. What is consortium?
Like association.
Exactly. A consortium is association. So the collaboration or association or group of colleges. Okay? So a consortium. Sorry?
Syndicated.
A syndicated?
Yes.
Not really syndication, but more just like a group. Okay? So a group that has the same values. So for example, colleges are all about providing education. So a consortium of colleges, a group of colleges that are all working towards, providing education. Okay? Okay, so they're saying that, so in the first paragraph, they're saying that there are a lot of issues that also arise because of having ebooks online and not having physical copies, all right? Next, let's read the second paragraph. Again, there is noise coming from somewhere. I'm not going to mute anyone, but okay. Abdullah.
Yes.
Can I get you to read the second paragraph that said book digitalization?
Okay. But firstly, can you spell your name again?
Oh, me? It's Hina.
Hina what?
Yeah.
Hina Hassan or Hina?
Yeah, Hina Hussein.
It's an Arabic name.
Okay, I'll tell you the origins of my name on my Facebook group, okay? You can send me an inbox message and I'll tell you my origins, okay? Do you want to read the second paragraph for now, please?
Okay. Book digitalization is part of an effort by higher education libraries to meet the demands for instant access to information, new pedagogues
pedagogies
and the higher student expectation.
Can you say that word again, Abdullah? Pedagogies.
Pedagogies.
Yeah, pedagogies.
Pedagogy. In this flurry of activity, some people, especially faculty, are concerned that printed books will get lost in the process.
Perfect. Thank you, Abdullah. Okay, so book digitalization, that's making books digital, is part of an effort by higher education. Higher education means anything after high school. So colleges, universities, institutions where you can, get your degrees are all higher education, okay? Libraries to meet the demands for instant access to information, new pedagogies. What's a pedagogy?
New methods.
Exactly, new methods. So a pedagogy is a method of teaching, okay? So they're making book digitalization to get more information, new methods of teaching, and hire students more students to get to use more books. So in this flurry of activity, so this is an expression. What does it mean?
Hurry.
A lot of activities.
Yeah, in a hurry, a lot of activity, exactly. Especially some people, especially faculty. Who are faculty?
Option.
Sorry?
Kind of the option.
Not an institution, but a faculty.
Teachers
bigger
in
than
universities.
Yes, so the teachers and the professors in university or anybody who does research in a university is part of faculty. Okay, so you don't necessarily have to teach, but if you're part of the university and you do research for the school, then you are part of the faculty. Okay, and of course your teachers and professors are faculty as well. Faculty are also your teachers in high school and basically anywhere where you teach, and there's lots of teachers, they are called the faculty. Okay.
Confused. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I didn't understand.
You don't understand what? Faculty?
Yes.
Okay, faculty are in a university or in a college, the people who teach, so the teachers and the professors and the people who do research. Because in universities, there's a lot of research that goes on. So any of the people who do research or who teach are a part of the faculty. So they're called faculty.
Just for college?
Colleges and universities, and even in schools, like in high school or in middle school, if you have teachers, the group of teachers is called the faculty.
It's a kind of a capability.
Sorry?
It's the same capability, or no?
Capability?
Yes, or no?
Capability is like the ability to do something. These are people.
Okay.
Faculty are people, okay?
Okay.
People who teach.
Okay.
Faculty, like faculty of medicine or like faculty of pharmacy.
Exactly. So those are exactly. So they're faculty of medicine. The people involved in teaching at the faculty of medicine or the faculty of science. Okay, perfect. That's an excellent example. Okay. Next we have. Who would like to read next? You're welcome, Vivian. Who would like to read next?
I would like.
Okay, go ahead.
Which paragraph that they have? Okay.
They have reason to worry.
They have reason to worry. Only a small percentage of a library's book circulate in any given year. So libraries are being more aggressive in culling their collections, keeping the books in highest demand, and correlating their books with scarce content. This frees up space for access to database, group and individual work, socializing with peers and faculty, and learning to be a lifelong learner, not just a reader. The activity students increasingly see as the library's purpose.
Perfect. Thank you, Norbert. Okay. So the faculty, so the people who teach in universities and schools, they have reason to worry. Only a small percentage of the books circulate in any given year. Circulate, we already went over it, to be available, to go around. So libraries are being more aggressive in culling their collection. What does it mean to be aggressive?
With more determination.
Yeah, they're more determined. So they're doing it more strictly. So they're really pursuing culling their collection. What does it mean to cull the collection?
Collecting. Take care.
Sorry, Andre?
Take care their collection.
No, culling the collection means to not include things that are not important. So to cull the collection means to
select.
Exactly, to selectively include and not include things in a collection. So culling specifically means to not include. So
like to filter.
Exactly, to filter. So they are more aggressively filtering their collections, okay? Because they want to keep the books that are high in demand, and they want the books that are available to correlate with the course content. What does it mean to correlate with the course content?
Relationship.
Exactly.
Relate.
Exactly, to relate. So this book correlates to my history course, meaning the book is for my history course, okay?
Yeah.
So it's basically relate, okay? And so correlate means to go together. Perfect. So so the libraries only want to keep books that are good, high in demand, and correlate with the courses. This way, it frees up space to access databases and do group work and socialize with your peers and faculty. See, faculty, people who teach you, socialize with them.
What's the meaning of peers?
peers are people who you work with who are on the same level as you. Okay, so it can be a co-worker or somebody in your class. So for example, right now in Verbling, Husian is Norbert's peer. Okay, Vivian, you are peer to everybody in the class right now. Okay.
Colleague.
Colleague means somebody you work with, like specifically in a job. A peer doesn't have, like right now you guys don't do a job together, but you're in class together, so you are each other's peers. Okay, so people who you
partners.
Partner. Yeah, sure. It can loosely be described as partners. Okay.
Competition.
Okay. Sorry. Competition.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think it's competition. Peers, the word peer is meant to be people that you collaborate and work together with. Okay? Colleagues, yeah. Colleagues is specifically for a work setting, like in an office or, but all these words can be related. Okay? Peers, colleagues, co-worker, they're very, very similar. Okay? Okay. Next, who would like to read next?
I'll read.
Sorry, Vivian, you want to read?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to? Oh, there's a lot of noise coming from your mic. Try now.
Libraries aren't abandoned.
No. Does everybody hear that? It's really staticky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Sorry, Vivian. It's really staticky. I'll get
can
somebody. Okay. Husian, you want to? Okay. Husian, didn't you already read?
But I already read, yes.
Okay. Okay. I'll get somebody else. Amin.
I can read.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead.
Me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Libraries.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Libraries aren't abandoning printed books. The new Grand Valley State University Library will hold 150,000 books in OpenStax and another 600
Stacks. In OpenStax, yeah.
OpenStax and another 600,000 in an on-site automated storage in the Retrieval system. When it opens in 2013, the 6-year-old University of California Merced Library has 100,000 books on its shelves. The main libraries at the nearly 200-year-old University of Michigan have over 8 million volumes.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Andre.
You're welcome.
Okay, so libraries aren't abandoning printed books. What does it mean, abandon? To abandon something?
Get rid of.
To leave.
Yeah, to leave behind. Okay, so libraries aren't abandoning printed books, so they're not leaving behind printed books. The new Grand Valley State University Library will hold 150,000 books in OpenStax, meaning that they will be available in the library to take out in OpenStack, and another 600,000 in an on-site automated storage and retrieval system. What is an automated storage and retrieval system? This is a computer system. So when you go to a library and you look for a book on the computer, and the computer tells you where the book is, and then you can order the book and pick it up at the desk. That's called an automated storage and retrieval system. So those books are not available in the library for you to go and look and find. You have to go on the computer, look for that book, and then the system retrieves. Retrieves means to bring. So the system retrieves that book for you, and then it tells you this book is at this and this librarian. You can go collect it from him or her. Okay? Is that clear what a retrieval system is?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're using a retrieval system, then that means that the books are not available in OpenStack, meaning you can't just go to the library, look for the book in the shelf and grab it. Okay, you have to go through the computer. Okay, so they're saying that not all libraries are going to abandon printed books. You will still have the access to go find books and get them from the library. Okay, we have another page to go, but we don't have enough time to read. If you guys are interested, you can finish reading this document. I'm going to leave it up here. The source for this document is at the bottom. I just want to say that the song for this week is up. Yay! And I know Vivian and Norbert have already done it. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
So
Let's buy a Kindle.
let's buy Kindle. Yeah, here. Yep. Everybody has to buy a Kindle.
Everybody.
So I'm just gonna say thank you everybody for coming out to class. I hope it was an interesting read. And if you guys are interested in trying the song challenge, it is now posted on my Facebook. I am going to give you my Facebook link as well in case you don't have it. Okay. And these were the last classes for this week. The weekend's coming up. You won't see me till Monday. But if you have any suggestions for topics that you want me to cover in class for next week, I'm going to be scheduling the classes this weekend. So please do give me feedback on what classes you want me to cover next week, and I will set up a class for that. Okay? Oh, Andre, that's okay. I'll see you next week. Don't worry. I know you'll be there. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you everyone so much. And everybody have a great weekend, and make sure you try the challenge and you post on my Facebook what classes you'd like me to do. All right?
Yes.
Bye, teacher. Bye, everyone.
Bye everyone. Okay?
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.
Bye, teacher.